We've been supporting the Russian market now for, I think, 15, 20 years. Even when the market suffered a downturn, we continued to lease engines into many airlines here. Some came out, obviously, with some carriers having difficulties, but we've EMEA here looking after the market. We've continued to add to that market now, added a lot more. It's great to see all the new aircraft coming in, the aircraft lessors adding more 737 NGs, A320s, and now the Maxes and Neos. And at Willis we purchased a lot of LEAP engines last year, and so we're ready to support all the Russian airlines as they enter the new aircraft types. It's my first time at this particular event in Moscow. I'm very impressed actually. There's a good attendance by the different MROs and very good attendance by all the airlines in Russia, and a lot of the airlines have their MROs, so we've been able to meet a lot of customers here, which makes it very efficient and very useful for us. It's a very good market for the engine leasing companies because there is a lot of MRO activity, a lot of shop visits. The world fleet keeps growing. The fleet that delivered 5-6 years ago, that fleet is starting to have shop visits. So we've got about 300 engines in our portfolio, and almost all are out on lease. The big portfolio is about 200 of the current narrow body generation, the CFM56, 7B, 5B, and B25, and they are all very, very tight for us and our competitors as well. So it's a healthy market for us, and we always ask our airlines, please plan, give us notice, because it is a tight market, the engine leasing market. The leasing companies have done recently, I think, is introduce more efficiency of using your assets rather than an airline buying a spare engine and it sitting in the hangar for a long time. They use it from us and then send it back. We send it somewhere else. So it just reduces the total numbers of spares and their absolute cost. So it's added an efficiency, and every airline today is focused on that cost pressure. So if we can play a part in reducing the costs by being efficient in capital allocation, that is good for everyone. It's good for the passenger, it's good to the airline, and it's good for us. Well, the foreign MROs, I think, have always been quite active in the Russian market. So some of the Willis engines are leased into MROs like SR Technics, Lufthansa Technics, Air France, KLM, and they get subleased into Russian airlines. And so we see quite a few of our engines also supporting the Russian market that way. That has long been successful, and I think that will continue. As far as the leasing community, so I look after our Dublin office, which of Dublin is the world headquarters for aircraft lessors. And so a lot of my friends at other aircraft leasing companies, they're coming to Russia regularly. The Russian market's very active for all the leasing companies as well in Ireland.